pondering, like you want to say, why me as a person? If you can recall, not too long in 2022, the killing of the daughter of Councilor Guru Muzuska allegation by Jerome Verdi, an ardent supporter, conspicuous supporter of the president-elect, Mr. Waka. This man leveraged allegation on my personality, and up to present, he yet to prove in any form and manner accused of releasing Kesari Moba from prison on September 5th, 2023. I personally took issue to the judiciary. I wrote, and that were being proven as lies. Again, the third account, January 13, 2020, the International Justice Group, the RJG, led by Councilor Jerome Verda, formally referred Mayor Jefferson Kojiie to the Special Prosecutor of International Criminal Court, the ICC, in The Hague, the Netherlands, to be investigated for crimes against humanity. But were trashed by the ICC of having no merit. And for you, a viewer, sometimes you may not like me because of my stance in politics. I do not hold it against you. But what you need to understand, you do not need to eliminate me because you disagree. You don't need to misinform the librarian. You may not like me. It doesn't mean that we don't have those who admire us. In this country, we do not seek permission to exist in this country, and we definitely not do such. And we decided to recount some of these trump of lies that have been muted against our personality. The fourth account, in May of 2019, the Spoon Corporation CEO, Stanton Witherspoon, accused me of transporting weapons to Liberia, which was later proven to be false after there was no evidence to prove such. UDC media ran to me that full account. In 2019, they say Jerome Verda again, a staunch supporter of the president-elect, Mr. Waka, who headed the TRC, accused me of being associated with a son of the former president, Chucky Taylor, Charles Taylor's son. That was an established force in this world. In the same 2019, the child soldier allegation was leveled against me by a strong supporter, Jerome Verda, of the president. And you may wonder, people want to say, well, what the mayor is taking his time and trying to outline these outrageous allegations written on his personality. In 2018, the by-election District 13, I was again accused of shooting 3 persons to death during what turned out of a clash between supporters of the CDC and the United Party. A picture of me was photoshopped with a gun placed in my hand. Up to now, there's no single relative, no single person have come forth and say the incident in District 13. But nobody cared about that. Nobody is interested in establishing the facts. But they are interested in a particular character, found pleasure in having accused. I don't know why. I don't know what does to them, whether it brings them comfort, in July 2018, on proven allegation on the property acquisition by Major Kojiie that I bought a property worth $250,000. Now I'm on a government. You can get $250,000 in ISA declaration, which was published when on 18th Street property, the owner of that property. Now, thankfully, he is a vice president-elect, Jeremiah Cohen. $250,000 was being leveled against him. These people are not interested in establishing the facts. But they often say, why you? How do I explain to that? August 20, 2020. Patricia Williams, a former resident of Lockington, tried to kidnap the baby of a lady on instruction of Jefferson Kojiie. That one. You go to the record on August 20, 2020. Williams on 2nd Street, the child mother Musu Allison went on OKFM and informed the public that it was a blatant lie, that she had never met me in her life. But it was a lie that had been thrown from my reputation. Nobody. I mean, while sitting as a government official, a prominent government official, in the scene to kidnap and rape and drugs Justina Taylor, and yet failed to prove any evidence to substantiate claim. However, Madam Taylor took to social media to clarify she was being used by top opposition leader to defame her reputation. We finally gone to the 14th count, 15. In July 2022, Mayor Jefferson Kojiie was accused of masterminding the July 26 violence against the university student of the U.S. Embassy. As a matter of fact, I wasn't even around. I was seated with the U.S. then ambassador at the July 26 and the deputy chief of mission of the U.S. Embassy. The next day, I was on a flight attending a function in Washington, D.C. But again, my name was being mentioned. You understand? No. But these are things that people think and believe and say because it's been said by a person who they support on the basis of politics. And you want to know why Kojiie is going through this, but it's better to bring to the public before we delve to other issues. 16, on December 23rd, 2019, Representative Chris Smith, a ranking member of the House Subcommittee on Africa and co-chair of the Tom Lanton's Human Rights Commission, accused me of human rights and civil rights violation, including attempted murder, rape, and unlawful arrest and detention and torture of innocent citizens. As I speak to you, not a single victim that this person, this representative way in Congress, yet to show that yeah, I am. I was the one who was arrested. I was the one who was tortured. I was the one who was detained. You have to be proven. On April 25th, 2023, I was accused of masterminding the violent act, the funeral of the late Amos Sawyer on the campus of the University of Liberia. Friday. You may want to analyze or imagine what is the particular interest. Of course, Jefferson Kojiie is a central figure within the coalition for democratic change. He's a gatekeeper. So the fact that you do not get him on the issue of corruption, you don't get on several other issues, you can easily defame his reputation. On November 20, Spoon TV accused me of masterminding the accident at the Unity Party headquarters that led to the death of 3 persons and 21 persons injured. I could go countless. I just did 20 for you. My friend, I did not even mention I just did 20 counts here. And all of those 20 counts of allegation, not one can be proven. But today, people have masterminded and created their own truth about this character. Can you imagine where I live currently? A leased property of Jeremiah Kuhn. One year, I think Jeremiah Kuhn even went public and said, but the interesting thing about the Liberian politics is you know the truth and you pretend. Only because we are divided on political lines. But we are not bothered by that. Because we know ourselves and we are convinced about who we are. And because what we've been accused of on numerous occasions are not factual, and that's why these people have not succeeded. I didn't even go down to the arms. They say I brought arms in this country. In fact, to the extent I was planning to assassinate my own president. Can you imagine? They were lobbying to put me on censure. They said Kojiie should go on censure because Kojiie is one of the most dangerous. That I just want to 20. There was another part here again. They said I took a land and murdered a president to clean about 250 acres of land. If I would own land, would be Abu Kamara. Let me say before Kamara would give it to me. In Morovia, I started as a mayor, not only one thing. My records are clear. My interactions is with people. We want to say to you, in a march, that no Liberian deserves to die. We condemn the unfortunate incident that took place at the Unity Party. But we have come to expose the hypocrisy in the Unity Party. To know the truth. And you try to gamble the lives of Liberians. Forget about being United partisans. They are Liberians. We will not say because they have ignored us and they have done wrong to us, so we wish them evil. We see them not through the lenses as partisans. We see them as Liberians. How did the man end up in the residence and in the yard of the president-elect? Non-state actor begin to interrogate him. What was A.B. Coleman interrogating him for? What was Gregory Coleman interrogating him for? What was Sam Gale interrogating him for? These are high-profile former government officials. Not just high-profile former government officials. They are high-profile former government officials in the security sector. Do we believe, can we say there's something that was going on we do not know? It was too fast. With preconceived notion to issue a statement and call it a domestic terrorism. What was the basis of your allegation? or you were so you said to a point that look, you want to implicate the CDC and key personality within the CDC, and you think it will give you an opportunity to deceive the public. Those are questions that you journalists will be very interested in. And all over our year, and they were saying, Kojiie, it just looked foolhardy. If we want issue here to say to you that we got in, we could say to you about these elections, a 1% magnet, that what you trying to say to me? A little over 1%, that what you want to say to me? That if we stand here today with our voices, with our voices collectively, and we echo our voices to our people here, you think that when you say, I have to go send people because an evil doer. It is pitying that to the extent that you can endanger your own partisan. Liberians people who thought it was, who may say to you, they do not appreciate President Weah, they do not appreciate Jefferson Kojiie, and the likes of all four, and they think that you are an authority, and you expose them to danger, and you come back, and up to that time, the United Party is yet to retract a statement after the perpetrator has been discovered and found. You see the sheer hypocrisy. That is the country we are going to witness in the next 6 years. In the next 6 years, is that the country we're going to witness? But you see, and they often say to you, people who have murder history, lying will often be a child play to them. It definitely will become a child play to them. We as an institution are taking and going beyond. We want a full-fledged, because the loss of life of those Liberians must be fully investigated. We think it should go beyond that. We are wondering to know why this victim who were honored taking the life of United Partisan but end up in the residence of Mr. President-elect Joseph Walker. And you see his supporters, and they're telling us they were investigated, they were interrogated. By who? Is it AB Commercial be interrogating a potential crime committer, a man who committed a crime, who took away a life? And why did this man seek refuge? Why did he seek refuge to the resident of Mr. Walker? Why? Why? Why didn't he go somewhere else? How did he got the information? And he went there. And you think there will be, is that just going to JFK for publicity stunt and taking photo shoot? And you think it's sufficient enough to let the people believe that those who die don't matter? No, don't do that. They are concerned about the family. We are deeply concerned about the family. We want to know there will be no single life lost here without understanding what led to such gruesome murdering of them. So the CDC is very concerned. We think the United Party need to explain to us what led to them concluding and saying it was a domestic terrorism. We need to know that. And how did this perpetrator landed in the residence of Mr. Walker? It's very interesting. How did a non-state actor, A.B. Comer, same day, and Gregory Coleman was the one when Amara Kone posted, was the one interrogating. On which authority would they be interrogated? On which authority? We got to know. Are we talking, We are waiting to have a lawyer state, or we're not too far to have a police state. Let the war go forth. Yeah. And we just listen to you. And to think you will come to create the chicaneries. It will be the order of the day to terrorize people. It's not going to happen here. We want to speak frankly and clearly. That as an institution, we are deeply concerned. The fact that Spoon TV said that we were involved. Now I'm a private citizen now. I want to say thank you. Oh yeah, I'm a private citizen. Apparently, nobody can say, oh, Kojiie, one of you government money, Kojiie, going to do this. We yeah. And gratefully, we tolerated you. And you say you get authority. And I get saying, I want to be different with you. We say to you with both faces, you are joking. You are joking in all form and manner. You must take that and take it fully. It is a bluff to entertain your followers. We are Liberians born here and prepared with heart and soul to confront anything that exists here. And we prepare to lead it unashamedly with will, with spirit and conviction. And that's why we are paused to do. On the issue about elections, we want to say to you clearly that the president has conceded we have clear-cut evidence that these elections were stolen. We want to say that to you categorically, but because of our love for this country and peace, 12 years, you stole elections here, you murdered our people, because of the sake of the people, we let it go. It is in our nature. That's who we are. We love this country above governance. But again, we will register it clearly. We have clear empirical facts that elections were stolen, the structure was institutionally instituted against robbing the Liberian people. You did not rob us. You robbed the Liberian people of their legitimate vote. And you took it. But the love for this country is far surpassing our quest to govern. So we will not hesitate. We will allow you to stay with little over 1% mandate. You can have that 1% and we can say you are a beneficiary. You are a beneficiary of the magnanimity of His Excellency George Kojiie, who believed that yes indeed, for the sake of the vast majority of the Liberian people, but let the record go clearly that these elections were stolen is not something we see. For our love for our country, we give it to you. Yeah. And don't intimidate our people. It's not possible. That is a borrowed mandate that you have. You can't come here with less than 1% and you think you have the Liberian people. Yeah, if you come here and you say you want us for the greater interest of Liberian people, and you kind of intimidate people, you are joking and you are a classical bluffer. Because we'll be prepared to stand up here and we'll tell you clearly, this is not what the Liberian people wanted. You are a beneficiary of someone, an individual magnanimity. His Excellency Dr. George Kojiie. That is clear. But as an institution, we say categorically clear that the election was stolen. There are evidences that can be empirical and empirical facts that is clearly pointed out. It's been established. It happened here with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf in 1985. She ran in elections and she said she was not taking a seat and said to us, so some of you reach out to me, want to be clear to you, we do not participate in a government where the mandate was stolen. We stay here with the people. Come out. We stay right here. We got zero intention to participate with a process that has the cloud of a stolen mandate. have the cloud of a stolen mandate. We will not. We stay here, we look after the people, and we, with 1 inch, the people have been encouraged. Kind, they have been encouraged to stay, but to be extremely robust, vigilant. So sedition, honor our first, who are here to be informed. On Saturday, there will be a mass gathering. We ask you to come at the party headquarters. We'll be converging at the party headquarters, and we'll be able to meet with you in segment and inform you. And you're facing this reality, this is where we are. Don't feel abandoned. Don't feel somehow. This momentary moment shall come and pass. And you can rest assured, we will not abandon you in a form and manner. We were with you before, we were with you yesterday. You can be rest assured, we will always be with you as your leader, and will be here. As we lead you, we shall never lead you from the back. We will lead you from the front. Sedition, we convince in your fortitude and your tenacity and your courage. We are aware what you're capable of going through. You, sedition, you can surmount these processes and these moments. I want to say to you, remain kind. The beast is greater than anything. But if anyone who think that because you were given a chance out of our goodwill, and you think that is sufficient enough to intimidate, you are sadly mistaken. That is not possible. We not one of you people who want to bring war into this country. That Mr. Barker, who said that if he doesn't win this country, the country will end. We don't have to end a country on a mere quest of ambition. No. We know that people going through this country. No single Liberian have to spare their life. No blood need to be spilled here. We will not do that. We will jealously protect this peace. We want to inform our partisan. We are deeply involved in the legislative elections as the party. Very soon we will come to you. We will be fully involved. We're going to be grateful to the Liberian people. We think democracy is at work. We have close to over 27 representative seats. We have close to 15 senators. That tells you exactly that the democracy of our country is on a trajectory, and we're prepared to support it. CDC will remain the biggest beacon of hope, the biggest beacon of democracy in this country. We are prepared to go down in history. You will remember us. If we can't be remembered for anything, our working to salvage the peace, to maintain the peace of this country. We did it in 12 years. We did it in 6 years, 18 years. We have done nothing wrong but to ensure the safe guardians of the peace of this country. That's what we did, and that's what we are known for. And that's why there's no price too high for people like us to submit and to ensure that the peace of the Liberian people is being well preserved. So let the world go for that the CDC is clear that these elections were not won, these elections were stolen, and we appreciate the fact that the standard bearer who have conceded, we're right, but we will not negate the fact. That will not negate the fact. Let the record go clear that these elections were not won. It will go on record that these elections were stolen, and that there are facts to be proven towards that. We have everything at our disposal. Should we challenge it to say stop? No, we will not do it. Because we did it. To the extent, thank God, they stole election 2 different times, and they killed our people, we let it go. This time around, they stole it. They're not in charge. So we're not going to engage into risking the life of our people. We're not going to do that. We'll risk nobody's life. We will accept that the election was stolen, but at the same time, you can go ahead and we wish you the best to govern the Liberian people. Come and deliver what we did not do. But you can rest assured, we will be at the barricade. If you have never seen anything as vigilant as possible, the Liberian people can rest assured. We appreciate them. They did extremely well for us. We are here. We are not disruptors. That's how we are. They are trying to do things they didn't know. But for us, we will take you on. You will be dealt with in accordance with the issues that is relating to the people. We will not compromise on that. Thank you so much.
the Secretary General of the Coalition
So thank you. Thank you all so much, Comrade SG.
This is
Let's listen to SG response to those issues like catalog as issues that have to do with mere allegations and other issues surrounding the elections, as well as issues about the recent incident and saga at the level of the Unity Party headquarters. So we'd like to appreciate him, and we have said always that as revolutionaries, whenever the masses panic, revolutionaries don't panic. We, for us, believe that George Orwell taught us that during a time of national deceit, testifying to the truth and only the truth is the hallmark of the revolution. And that's why he did very well, and we appreciate him for the revolutionary stance. Present this session to you to be able to ask questions in the bailiwick of what were said by the Secretary General of our movement. So, Sekou Aminata.
So thank you, SG. My name is Sekou Aminata Kwana, and I report for Strong FM and Strong TV. Basically, two concerns. The hate speeches and hate messages are too much. Many perceive that the Unity Party government should audit outgoing government official. Where do you stand when it comes to the auditing of outgoing government official? And lastly, the Unity Party was very consistent, robust in their 6-year opposition. What kind of opposition should the press expect from the CDC?
Lazy opposition. Very lazy opposition, always. Very lazy.
Yeah, so let's take
the issue of auditing outgoing government officials.
Very much.
Yeah.
Thank you for the press conference. I'm much concerned about these elections being stolen. The president recently accepted it. They were just proud to the official announcement. Said there are evidences that you can come to. Maybe, if not all, you just give us some key points that we can be able to.
Yes, well, in Nimba County, there are several. In fact, the election commission herself, she pointed out in one of the instances, she said there was a polling place where people voted, and there were 50 votes above the record. And the presiding officer, as we speak to you, he stay alert. We want to know how many places did he preside over. We yet to know about that. That's just one. There are several other places. We wrote 25 counts. 25 counts. We wrote those 25 counts. We saw where there were ballot stuffing in Nimba County. We saw where people were voting more than what they did. So all of those things have been cataloged and presented tonight. But you know the reason, we just want to set the record straight. For us, we appreciate the fact that the president nature, he's a guy, he thought it was, there was no need for his part. If anything threatened, these are people who were in opposition. All they were doing, they were just spewing threat on the life of the Liberian. This is a man who's a patriot from birth. He sacrificed to work for the defense and dignity of this country. Now that he's president, he cannot afford that because for him to stay in power a single life. He made a clear commitment. He would not steal a single vote to stay in power. He would not take away a single life to stay in power. On the basis of that, he conceded. But it also does not negate the fact to point out this a hollow victory. A victory that you cannot call. Even with the stolen enrichment, it still have little over 1%. So we know that, we appreciate, let it go, but let the record go clearly. In a much, it's a painstaking decision. We want us to be categorically clear that the election was a stolen process.
Just a follow-up. I just want to make a follow-up. You might not be going to court when accepting the result, but did you bring this to your attention of the Elections Commission?
Of course, I just told you they were. We wrote 25 counts. It's with them. Father, we just want to set the record straight so the Liberian people can be aware. That you can be aware that what you see happening here is not something of your kind. You are robbed of your decision. But you need to know. But because of the leaders you have, our magnanimity for peace in this country, we think we will allow them to settle with that stolen decision.
Okay, Fidel City.
Okay, my name is Fidel City. Honorable SG, after the announcement of the results and the subsequent concession by the president, there were news that officials like you in the CDC were dissatisfied with the position of the president. Does your claim of the elections being stolen, does it in any way give confirmation to these allegations? And secondly, there are litany of allegations that were made against you as a person. And now that you are going into opposition, is there a worry that these allegations, whether Trump or charges or whatever, could be brought against you for your subsequent prosecution?
Well, I'm here. I'm a Liberian, and nobody has what it takes to take me out of this country. I'm here. I'm facing them. This is not my first time facing this group of people. These people, I faced them when I was much younger, 12 years ago. I faced them. This same group of people imprisoned me here 7 times in prison. Yes, I'm facing them. And they did not succeed in breaking it down. In my own government, says yeah, they tried. You can rest assured. I'm more robust than ever. I was younger about them. I can say I'm a mature person. Little over 10. I am a late 30s. And this is the man who said before the microphone. If you ever thought that the Kojiie, 18 years ago, there's a whole 4 different Kojiie. Well prepared, capable, robust, vigilant to confront any existence. Anything that will attempt to exist before him, he's prepared and resolved to do that. Those things will be taken on head on. So you want anything that you want to do here legally, you have my support. Any kangaroo, anything that appears to look kangaroo will be resisted. You can go to bed on that. If you come here and you say you want us to stay here as Liberia, because for all we're not interested in, say we want the good for the Liberian people. That I can assure you, want the good for the Liberian people. If you come here, you produce things that we fail to do, you produce, well, we'll be very happy. The good things don't have to come from Jefferson Kojiie or George Weah. What we want a competitive democracy that have the Liberian people. You see, coming to power is about service delivery. It's about service delivery. If they come here and deliver services to our people, we will be glad. We will appreciate them. We will work with them. But you come and you think Kojiie is a target. The CDC is a target. You are sadly mistaken. We will be here, not with our faces bowed down, but our faces will be sharp and straight face, and we will be here straight face to confront bold-faced lies like we did in the past many years. We can still do more than that.
Okay, the first question regarding...
Well, you can, you see, but I don't know what you want to manufacture with it. If we got issues with him, we will make it very public. We of the party who have said the president is a candidate, we sign his paper, go to that. If we have issue, we will categorically say we have issue. In fact, the president cannot take an unilateral decision. He cannot. He cannot take a unilateral decision. First of all, the president might consult, and his decision was well consulted. And he felt the fact that the president did not believe this man. He did not even believe that Mr. Boaka could compete with him the way he competed with him. And he is mind that if this is the case, who have come to help these people and have done everything, and these people have listened to the people who have said I've done wrong, he said, look, I'm not here for myself. That is being selfless. The fact that I have to be a neck-to-neck elections is not something I'm comfortable with. I have thought what I have done to the Liberian people, they could have appreciated me and said, look, because what you have done, here it is. But the fact that we are going neck to neck, I want to appreciate this man. Whatever the case may be, I want to give it back to him. Apparently, the Liberian people have seen in him what they cannot see in me. So it was a consultative decision. Even our partners, those who endorse her, other people, they came together and the president made a known. He made it known very clearly. And even the decision I'm telling you about seeing election, we also told him, we get facts. We're not just asking you, we're not just saying because we want to say things. We get those, and those records are here. Those records are here. We got this record from Nima County. We brought everything, all our records, and we filed our letters in. We have everything. We will take this, we compile the record here, we send it to ECOWAS, we send it to international community, and that's why we are filing. Everywhere there are conspicuous fraud, we just want it to go down on the record. So that when we come back and ask for reform in certain places, you cannot say these people are speaking off air. No. We got places, we saw where things went wrong. So what we did, we're not panicking about that. We are convinced. We came here, we did genuinely, we serve the Liberian people. We are, for us, power is not a do or die thing. No, we're not desperate. We will never be desperate. We are a mass-based, popular-driven institution. We live for the people. We work for the people. We understand the people. We do not gamble them. We stay with them. We fight with them. And that's why you cannot beat that. So I want to say to you, this decision is not something we disagree. We accept his concession speech. We agree with him. But yet stay, we want the record to go clear that these elections were stolen. And let the record go clearly that the elections were stolen, and key of us got no interest to participate in a governance system that was not given by the Liberian people, but instead it was stolen by a few evil geniuses. Thank you.
Okay, Kelvin, that means the last question.
What Kelvin was negotiating? Yeah, what you want to know negotiate our question?
Okay, so Kelvin, wisdom.
My name is Kelvin.
You're talking about wisdom because Kelvin supported the Unity Party.
My name is Kelvin Demi of Prime FM.
Yeah, Kelvin.
Now, I put you two concerns.
They are concerned. Unity Party concerned?
My first concern is that
Yes.
the names of Sam Gay,
Yeah.
Abraham Kumar, Gregory Coleman
Yeah.
were mentioned in your just ended delivery about being on top of an investigation involving a perpetrator who allegedly killed 3 persons and wounded over 20 persons on the night of the Unity Party celebration in front of his headquarters on Wall Street Monday night. I am particularly concerned that the police, the Justice Ministry through the police does not see, they did not raise this as an issue. How is this concerning to you as the mayor of Monrovia? That's one. My last concern is one of the first priorities, if not the first priority of the Unity Party led government is that to clean the streets of Monrovia. How do you greet that ahead of his inauguration, Ambassador Joseph Imobwaka?
Well, it's welcoming. The street must be clean. And that's what he came to do. Without being out now, you don't need to announce that. I'm surprised. If the Baka should be on the street by this morning, I see no surprise why he's not doing that. He should be on the beat doing it. Those are some of the reasons why he came. Now that you have made yourself possible, you must be here doing it. The second thing, Kevin, a pathetic. You will want to ask a question that is incriminating. You say here, a non-state actor posted, same gay posted, that they interrogated. I'm surprised that while you're not flanking, I am causing the Justice Minister to call these people should be infected. They are persons of interest. On which capacity today interrogated the perpetrator? Is this not a concern? Kevin, the only reason I will find serving, or you say you're taking relationship or professionalism. Or you want to do that, Kevin? As a young man, I don't know you for a long period of time. You should be telling me that, look, you should be silent with me, that why is it that the police having infected these people? We need to know to the public. Amy Kuma, a former 102, who run a security agency in the country, he said to us, we're talking about lives. I mean, Kevin, you didn't care to say, do Spoon TV, other people were saying it's Jefferson Kojiie. Kevin, you care to say, oh, But why is it that they implicated this guy, a prominent citizen, the mayor of the city? When you tell a couple of weeks ago, he stayed the mayor 2 months. He stayed the mayor. Yeah, I know that. I don't appreciate. But yeah, that's it. You can't help it. The gold down in record. Jefferson Tamba Kojiie from 4 years to West Point, from West Point to City Hall. It's there. If I put it there. So it won't be there. So that's it. So you call this man, and that man need that. Nobody saying, oh, but why you call a man name and you follow another person? So the real issue here is, and I want you, Kevin, to go tomorrow morning and start to advocate that AB Coleman should be invited to the police station. Let him give her a statement on which capacity those people were interrogated. On which capacity? Same day. How did this young man landed at the residence of Mr. Bwaka? These are things we need to know. Certainly we need to know. And you don't ask that question, but again, Kevin, I don't hold it against you. I don't hold it against you. Mr. Bwaka, personal friend on a radio station he worked for. So when you ask that question, it will be saying to what? Saving. Kevin, I know. I don't tell you to endanger your job. Prime effort is own question. No. You see, journalists, we got to save this country. If you journalists begin to act in such a manner like this, then it's dangerous for our country. And when you see the facts and you want to flip over it and say because you work for a man who's a personal friend of Joseph Newman Bwaka, and you come, we're talking about people who die and Kevin. I don't know. One of the person like Una, I know them. They're struggling for their life. You see how the country very small. They say Kojiie they're accusing. I get about 5 presidents I know personally. One is struggling for their life. And the difference is that politics, we gotta be very frank. When Liberians lost their lives, we're not gonna be very malicious. We're not gonna be vicious. We're only be trying to lie. No, we'll not do those things. We will go what the issues are, those issues will be from. Will be flagged. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You spoke well, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Obejibabe. I'm concerned about the 20 counts, among them 2 I'm particular about. The death of Gloria Musu-Scott's daughter. You were accused, and then I remember you had a press conference pursuing legal redress through your legal counsel, Arthur Johnson. You care to update us on that? You said you have been characterized as a very bad person in society, even as you serve as a prominent government official, and you pursue legal redress. What's the status on those things to vindicate you with Vreda? Because Vreda Dean has been mentioned in most of the allegations. According to you, he has proven nothing. But your legal redress, we haven't heard about it. And the second one, you talk about accusation of properties, that you are in a rented property believed to be owned by Jeremiah Kpankun. You are exiting government now. You care to tell us as to whether you acquire additional property while leaving government?
How can when you acquire property?
Tell us, what did you get? What are you leaving government with?
I will declare.
Tell us now.
Yeah, I'm trying. Of course, I work here. I work here. I work on a very clear and transparent place here. I accumulated. And those things that have been accumulated will be displayed. I'm not a person who go at the back. I don't engage into any act of skullduggery.
Okay, so we'll take the last question from Dennis Nipson. Dennis Nipson. Last question.
Okay, my name is Dennis Nipson. I report for the VOA. I have like 2 questions. The first one, you said that the president considered defeat and he made a statement in terms of reconciliation as people are commending him for preserving the peace of Liberia. And now you are here with a press conference that is, blame shifting on the opposition as of that is called election.
No, let me get that clear. We do not shift blame. It's factual.
Okay.
We're not shifting blame.
Okay,
we are telling you what crime were committed.
Okay.
With evidence.
That's what I'm more of asking,
so we're not shifting blame.
Of asking this question.
So the factual, yeah.
You have facts.
Yeah.
You have those facts, and you say you have presented that to the relevant authority.
Thank you so
and
much.
Now the president has conceded. Don't you think that in a quest of unity, by coming up with all of these statements your supporters in the corners of Monrovia or across the country who get agitated again to have disputes with their counterparts in the opposition. And also, you stated that Abi Kroman, the likes of Abi Kroman and others have interrogated who be perpetrator or suspects. You are revealing that and saying the John Security has not invited them. Yes, now.
Same kid, I just want to get you going. Same kid, Amara Kone, same kid posted. Amara Kone posted going on social media.
Sure.
Kevin is aware. He knows
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not blaming you, but I'm saying with all of these things that you have said, is it that the John Security has given up on authority to ensure that they invite these people for questioning, knowing that the government is still in authority?
Dennis, I may not know, and I don't think they should, and I don't think they should do the needful thing. I think these people must be interrogated. They should be telling us on which status where those who be perpetrators were being interrogated. They need to let us know. And the other issue, sedition are one of the most peaceful people. I just told you, brothers, two nature of ours, and I will share this with you. The first thing, we are the most tolerant group of political individuals in this country. We're not like the other guys. We exercise full authority over our partisans. That's why when we speak, they listen. Every sedition who listen to my voice understand fully well. But we can't deny them. You see, misinformation is a violation of human rights. We can't violate their right to not tell them the truth. We must be upright to them. We hold the right to let them know that these elections were stolen, even though it was stolen. We say to them, but the peace of this country is far surpassing their quest to govern the land. We respect the president. We appreciate the president. We also do not negate the fact. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, our former president, when she reigned here as senator in 1985, when the election was stolen, she allowed the government to remain in place, but she stated categorically that these elections, see what I mean? Even the great United States of America, Donald Trump took people to the Capitol Hill, hijacked the Capitol Hill. CDC will not do that. We have become the trailblazer of democracies on the continent and the world at large. That is the democracy we want to be flagged and want to be remembered for. We do democracy, yeah. We don't engage in the child play. Our people will listen to us. We've been talking to them. They are hurt, but they're listening to us. I'm not going to take any law into their hand. But mind you, they also now vote. They will not permit themselves to be vulnerable. We're not going to allow a single sedition to be vulnerable. Yeah, we're not going to allow that. We think every sedition who happens to be a Liberian must be protected by the law of this country. Anyone who try to violate that, you need to rest assured that we will be around here. Thank you very much.
Thank you all so much.
So folks, you listen to Mayor Jefferson Tamba Kojiie important press conference that lasts for a couple of hours, and you listen to some key points that he outlined in the interior process. He had emphasized on facts that the interior process, the election was stolen, and with that, for the sake of peace, for the sake of peace, the president alone, the party had accepted the results, and they will continue to work with the Liberian people to protect and ensure this peace for the next 6 years. Well, follow us on the new Liberia show tonight as we discuss the 20 counts Mayor Kojiie displayed on his character. This is Sarah Costi Jr., and thank you for watching.